We're rolling. So, anyway, guys, today one a small little change in way we've been kind of doing some of the strength work. So, as you've kind of probably seen, that this week is minimally easier, but then this is minimally harder, in the sense that we're just going to do a little bit more work. It's not like you're going to be absolutely stacked on the floor. We're just going to keep rolling through some work. All right. So, guys, it's just a little 8-minute strength AMRAP. All right. Which means I just want you to keep moving. There is a dictated rest that you have. This is not scored. This is not for time. You see there's still tempo on stuff, which means I just want you to go slow and just go through the motions. All right. So for that 8 minutes, you're going to give me 12 sumo stance RDLs with a tempo. So again, wide legs, sit your bum back like you would do on a normal RDL. Just in 3 seconds down, feel the hammies squeeze the glutes at the top. All right. 12 tempo floor press. All right. I just want you to give me 6 on the right and 6 on the left. All right. So half that. But again, from the top of the movement, it's 3 seconds down, and then you press back to the top and a quick changeover. And the downward phase in both of them are more important. Finding it easy, you just actually go slower. All right. Once you finish that, you take a dictated 30 seconds to rest. All right. I'll leave a clock on my screen, just so we can see it. And then just take the time off and then just go through it again. Hopefully we get through a couple of rounds. All right. Thinking that like when we did it last couple of weeks, you'd end up doing like the lower body section or the upper body section, whatever we were doing on the day. You do 3 sets of that, right? And kind of a total kind of working time you had about 9 minutes. 8 minutes here, we should be looking to get through maybe more. We should be looking maybe 4 rounds. You might get into a 5th, all right, or halfway through. We're gonna have a 1 minute rest gap, just to kind of quickly talk through the next bit. And the next bit is kind of accessory movements for the movements that we just did. So it's an 8-minute strength AMRAP again. It's going to be 16 single leg glute bridges. All right, that is going to be 8 on the right, 8 on the left. They can be body weight. If you're good and golden, you can put a weight on your hip, and as long as you can control it up and down. You're into 10 to 12 skull crushers. You have that little bit of leeway because you know it's quite tough. You're lying on the ground, hold your weight, and you're going to kick it all the way up. And then 10 to 12 V-ups. You rest 30 seconds. So that whole section, technically, you can just lie on the ground. I wouldn't even get up, and you just stay on the floor, and then you can just kind of keep moving through it. All right. Kind of same crack. Try to get your minimum at least 3 rounds. And there's no tempo on that one, so you can actually go a little bit faster. Only tempos in the first one. All right. Any questions? No questions.
No.
Eva has one.
What? So what's the sort of weight for the skull crusher?
Wait, is it, well, what weights do you have?
I just have a 10. I think that's probably too heavy, is it?
You just have a what?
I have a 10 and a 15 and then like a 24.
And a 24 would be too much because I'd be using something like that.
Yeah.
It depends. Start off maybe on the 15, but that'll be quite tough. But I want 2 hands on the weight, not 1 hand. So no, that's only about 7.5 kilos in each kind of arm. If obviously you're still going down to the 10, the 10 should be all right, but 10 still be quite tough because it is a burn.
Okay,
even if you creep 1 round out on the 15 deadly and then just revert down to the 10.
Right.
Everyone ready to warm up?
Yeah.
Right. It's a game, kind of game. All right, it's a bit of fun. All right. I played this with a crew last night, so it's just a little bit of fun. So I'm just going to call out an exercises that we all know. All right. I'm going to call out an X amount of repetitions. You do that exercise. All right. And whenever you're finished, just stand up and wave at me. Give me some jazz hands and you just keep waving at me. Last person to get done is going to have a penalty, but the penalty will literally be like, 1 air squat or 2 air squats. So it's not like it's a big penalty, but it's a bit of crack. Get the mind turned on and get the body turned on. Eve is not turned on yet. Are you awake? No. Right. Are we ready? All right. So I want jazz hands once we're finished. All right. So I want 5 reps of an inchworm. Go. You don't have to do a push-up on the end. You don't have to do anything else. Just walk out, walk in. Last one to get it done is going to have a penalty. Quick hands. We're moving. Last person to give me some jazz hands. 1 done. 2 done. Oh, you see now, Luke and Catchin, that was at the exact same time there. Catchin, you got up out of that very, very sneakily fast. All right, both of you give me 3 air squats as a penalty. Just 3 air squats, because we were literally on the money. Love you. And we're just going to do that kind of same jazz. We're just going to do an exercise. I'm just going to give you 1 minimum one as a penalty. All right. Next one. Are we ready? I want 10 knee push-ups. Go. and just getting the upper body warm, just pumping it. Stand up, give me some jazz hands. Catherine, I want one burpee. One burpee. Luke, you just got up a moment before you. Telling you, be sneaky. Do 9 reps and just get up before Luke in the next one. All right. All right. This one's going to
before you get up.
Say again, Alex.
I said, just give him a little kick before you get up, so he doesn't get up.
A little push, which he's trying to get up. Next one, guys. Right, nice and easy. Obviously, try to do it with in some way good form. 20 hamstring bends. Go. We can all do this one kind of fast. Yeah, quick. Remember, we don't want to be last, but we still want to just sit the bum back. We're trying to get a little stretch to the hamstrings. Yeah, quick. Exactly, Catherine. A little Texas 2-step with the feet. Quick feet. Alex, all right. I want 2 reverse lunges, please. Just 2 reverse lunges. Lovely. Right. Next one, quick and fast. All right. You can stay in your same spot. I want 20. Jump over anything. Lateral hops. Go. Just jump sideways. Just jump sideways. I don't care. There's not there. You're just moving your feet. We're just getting the heart rate up. If you want to do jazz hands while you're doing this, you can do work away. Aoife O'Kane, I want 2 push-ups, full or from the knees. Lovely. Next little one, all right? Let's see. Again, obviously, do everything with good form, all right, as we're starting to move through this, all right? 10, you have to go get your weights really quickly. Swings to eye level, go. So this is all dependent on if your weight was close to you as well. Just at eye level. Obviously, don't drop it on your floor. You place it down. Oh, that was literally Alex and Luke. So I'm going to ask both of you to give me 3 air squats, please. 3 air squats. 2 lads with literally the exact same second. All right, we're going to do one more little one. All right. I want 10 sit-ups. Go. Aoife, I've never seen you get down to the floor so fast. But fuck, shit. And Alex, last there. And look, while you're down on the floor, your last one, I just want you to give me 2 V-ups. Just as your penalty, 2 V-ups. Lovely, guys. That was the last little kind of warm-up round of that. I'm just going to quickly just go through 1 or 2 of the exercises. We're just going to have a quick run through of the exercise. So there's no more penalties now. That was just to kind of get the body awake, get the mind going. And so it's just grabbing that weight. I want you to give me a nice wide stance. All right. Keeping knees stay out. So keep the knees pushing out in line with the toe. Sit your bum back as far as you can. Just give me 5 sumo RDLs, please. Yeah, just have a little slow movement down. Lovely. Sumo RDLs, Aoife. RDLs with the weight, yeah. So not squat, yeah. Perfect sumo stance, but yeah, sit the hips back as far as you can, yeah. And feel the hammies on the way down, feel the glutes on the way up. Beautiful. Perfect, guys. Once we've done that, I just want you to set yourself up for a second watch. I just want you to give me 4 floor presses left and right. So just quickly, lie flat in the back. And just think shoulder away from your ears, nice and slow on the way down until the belly of your tricep touches the floor, and then press to the top. And on these one, again, slower is crucial when we're going to be doing it. And work the negative. Quick changeover, a couple on the opposite side. Once you've finished these floor presses, just leave your weight to the side. You don't have to get up. We're just going to quickly go through your other movements, which are all going to be kind of floor-based, so you don't have to get yourself back up. So just talking through the next one, guys, I just want you to give me 4 repetitions on each side of a single leg glute bridge. All right. So bring one heel in, always to make this harder. Think toe up, heel down on the foot that's on the floor. Squeeze your bum and get your body in a nice straight line. Yeah. Always think point the other toe across the room so you have a nice straight leg. And if you find that this is ever easy, want to make it minimally harder. Obviously, you can put a weight on it, but have your heel that's on the floor further away from your body, and it just kind of kicks on a little bit more. So if you're finding, you're kind of doing this later on, a little bit easier, just move it further out. From there, guys, I want you to have a little go of your skull crusher. All right. So again, you're lying on your head, on your back. You have your waist straight above your chest, and you just bend at your elbow, let this fall back toward your face, and kick it back to the top. Just give me 4 repetitions there. Bend, and then just squeeze the back of your arms. Make sure we fully lock it out. That is perfect from everybody. Lovely. And once we've done that, just pop that down to the side. I just want you to give me 4 V-ups. You can find that kind of balance point. Upper body, lower body works together. Optimally, again, lovely pointed straight legs. I would do that as well for the first round. The second round, if you need to, I just bend my knees because I hate abs. So if you find that, the levers are too tough, you can still bend the knees and still do the movement and just tuck everything in together. All right. So if that just gets a little bit harder, it's okay to bend your knees. I would bend them very quickly. All right. Beautiful. All right, guys. Any questions on the workout? No? Perfect. Right, guys, we're going to get into this now. All right. So I'm going to set my clock at 8 minutes. Goal is just slow and steady. We're not scoring this. We're not doing anything. Just let me put a little clock on. Beautiful. So, all right, guys, can see me little thumbs up if you're ready. Lovely. So 8 minutes, guys. 12 sumo RDLs, 3 seconds in the lowering phase. 12 floor presses, 6 right, 6 left. 3 seconds in the lowering phase. Take 30 seconds off. You can look at the screen here for that 30 seconds. We're going to move through it then for 8 minutes. Hoping that we just get a minimum of 3 rounds, but hopefully we should be looking for about 4. All right. So I'm setting my clock now. 5 seconds, and then we're going to get into that first. Lovely, and go. Remember, we're not scoring this. We're not going for time. It is quality over your quantity of repetitions. So you're sitting your bum back as far as you can, keeping the knees still in line with the toe. And go feel the hamstrings on the way down. Actively squeeze the glutes and all of your legs at the top. So at the top of that, when you squeeze everything, you feel like your legs are just locked and they're solid. You don't want to make it harder again, you slow the downward face. Nice. Even shift your weight back onto your heels as much as you can. Once you've done your 12, you're straight away sitting on the floor. You go into your 12 floor presses. That is 6 on each side. And again, fight the way down. If you find that your weight's too light for you, go slower. Again, squeeze the back of your arm to the top.
This is Sunry James and Ryan Marciano, live from the main stage.
Lovely. Once you're done, just take the guts of about 30 seconds off. Does not the exact. That's about 2 minutes gone. So we should at least get a minimum of 3. You might start looking again to get into that 4th round. So just take that little breather. Just get yourself set up. And whenever you're kind of happy, then you're good for 30 seconds. Just go into it again. That 30 seconds is mainly just a little bit of a breather. And we just want you to kind of keep slowly moving through it. Lovely. Aoife already into the 2nd rotation of it. So on all of the movements in this bit, I want you to think obviously slow in the downward phase, but on the upward phase, do it fast. So on the RDL, nice and slow, 3, 2, 1 on the way down, aggressive squeeze to the top, and think speed on the way up, then a slow reset. Slow eccentric and a fast and hard concentric on the upward bit. Same thing will be applied on the floor press. Slow down and think like a big punch or squeeze your tricep as you lock out your arms. Perfect, Aoife. Exactly. Slow on the way down and an aggressive punch to the top.
You're listening to the sound of Tomorrowland. Here on One World Radio.
Lovely. And again, just take that little breather once you're done. So just pass a little bit past halfway. So we'll definitely get that third round and then we'll look to get a few reps done in that fourth round. Really want to get deep into that kind of fourth rotation of it if you're kind of enjoying it. Fast on the upward phase, but keep the slow downward phase. And I always think, try to concentrate on the muscle that you're working. So obviously on the way down, we're thinking hamstrings and glutes. More so hamstrings. So over exaggerate that. Sit your bum back, even shift back to your heels. Use that weight that you have as a counterbalance, that you're not going to fall over. That's how far I want you to sit back. And again, ask yourself, what are you squeezing on the top? Exact same thing technically applies then when you're doing a floor press. Now think about your triceps, think about your chest and your shoulder. Slow the way down. And then at the top, squeeze into that weight. Squeeze your triceps as hard as you can. Tense up at the top even. You're tensing up your chest and shoulder. Squeeze the handle of your kettlebell, squeeze the handle of your dumbbell, whatever you're using, as hard as you possibly can to the top. Perfect, crew. So I do what's about 2 minutes left. If again, take that little breather when you're done. Still have the guts of a minute and a half left. So we will get a few of the ODLs going. You might look at doing 1 or 2 of the floor presses. And then the next section should burn a little bit more. All right. Nice, Eva, good push. So we're inside the last kind of 45 seconds or so. Just keep moving till the end. We will have a minute gap and finish off a set. If you're inside the minute gap, that is okay. We're just going to keep flowing through. inside the last 10 seconds. So finish off your set. If you want to do a couple of floor presses as I'm talking to the next bit, by all means you can. But you're in your 1 minute rest gap now. So just make sure we're listening. So we are resting from now, guys. We have 1 minute. The next little bit, no tempos now. All right, we're still not scoring it, but I just want you to keep moving again. All right, it's 16 single leg glute bridges. That is 8 on each side. You're going to stay on the floor for this entire thing. You're then going to go into 10 to 12 skull crushers. Again, no tempo. I just want you to keep pumping your muscles now. And then 10 to 12 V-ups. You take that little breather and then you go again. All right. You have about 30 seconds. There's no tempos. Just keep moving that a little bit. All right.
Cian, with the skull crusher, should the ball of the kettlebell be coming to my forehead or the handle?
If this was me, I would hold the bell. I'd hold the bell like this. Like that, and I just let it fall back towards my face like that. I wouldn't have it this way. I just hold.
Okay.
All right,
So
that
it's
would
the
be, you can hold the handles, but it's just weirder because it kind of tilts in the wrists.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do it that way then. Okay. Thanks.
All right, guys, we're back on the clock now. All right, we're inside now. Our 8 minutes. Sorry. So 16 single leg glute bridges. Remember, there's no tempos. There's nothing. I just want you to keep moving now. Pretty much stay on the floor. You don't need to get up. And just keep moving through. And if you want to feel that hamstring more, heel down, toe up, drive the heel through the floor. Pump out 8 on one side, 8 on the other. And goal again, just to work the muscles. Feel them work. That's all that we want today. We're not going fast. 10 to 12 skull crushers. Again, there's no tempo on this one. Just keep moving it. Bend or break with your elbow, squeeze it to the top, and just keep doing it. Ten to 12 just has that little bit of leeway. Just if that weight is tough, obviously I want you to do the 12. Once you're done at your skull crushers, that weight just gets put down right to your side. You're straight into automatically 10 to 12 V-ups. Find that kind of balance point a little bit, squeeze everything together. Take that little breather and then we're gonna go again. And again, same as this one, as the earlier one, just make sure you feel the muscles work. You feel the glutes, you feel the hammies on your glute bridges, you feel the triceps on your skull crushers, and then you just feel your midline or your abs when you do the V-ups. Lovely, exactly, and no tempos, no nothing, just keep moving. Once you're at the top, just automatically just go into your next rep. Perfect, skull crushers, Alex, good man. And hopefully on these exercises, you kind of feel them straight away. So glute bridges, you feel them straight away. Skull crushers, you should exactly feel them literally after about 4 or 5 repetitions. Same on the V-ups. And as skull crushers get hard, trust me, I know they do, be aggressive on the upward phase. A bit of speed and momentum to squeeze to the top, and then you can just control it back down. No tempo, but be aggressive on the upward phase just because they do kind of burn quite quickly. lovely. So about halfway through, guys, you have to put about 4 minutes left. Keeping that kind of pace momentum, we should get through about 2 more goes of this. Right, want to make that glute bridge harder, creep that heel out further in front of you and still try to get those hips up high. Lovely, gang. Perfect. Repetitions on all of these.
Brothers and sisters, I'm MC Stretch, your host of the Tomorrowland main stage. Monday and Wednesday, we go back to the holy grounds of Tomorrowland. 1 hour filled with unwritten stories, the best DJ sets, and the most iconic moments of the festival. So join me and relive the madness.
This week's Tomorrowland Friendship Mix.
Hi, people of Tomorrow, I'm Efi, and you can listen to my special Tomorrowland Friendship Mix this week exclusively on One World Radio or your favorite streaming platform.
Just 20 minutes left. So we should all be looking to at least definitely get through 1 more round. Same again, if you can kind of creep out another one, obviously that we can. Everyone feel it a little bit, thumbs up if you can. Feel triceps, glutes, yeah, lovely.
Coming up in the mix, Oliver Heldens.
Oliver Heldens on the way, never look back.
Tiesto.
Let's get down, baby.
Tiesto with the business.
This is Frankie Roth.
I've never seen so many pretty lights. Where do I begin? I've been falling onto you so tight. And faded took me like an ocean wave. Blame myself for all of our mistakes.
Lovely, gang. In that last 90 seconds. So if on V-ups, guys, finish them fast if you can. Take that little breather and we'll just try to get deep into kind of 1 more round. Oh no, sorry, that is our total time there. Sorry, that is 17 minutes. I was completely getting my time wrong there. So catch your breath. Where's that gone? Yeah, 17 minutes. Guys, well done. Sorry, I got my times completely mixed up there. How was that?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Second bit a little bit more burny than the first one.
Yeah, definitely. Those glute bridges.
Really? That's good. Because sometimes people do glute bridges and then they don't actually feel anything. So weird. Like obviously it's a hamstring and glute exercise. Sometimes like you end up doing them with people and they're like, why do I feel this in my quads? And it's like, how do you even feel that in your quads? Massively kick on when you do it. But that's good that you can feel the glutes, you can feel the hamstrings. Everyone feel the triceps?
Yep.
Yeah.
The abs? And again, just kind of exactly what that was. Not meant to be the hardest workout of the week, like as been the last couple of weeks, but again, that will minimally kind of get a little bit harder as weeks progress on until we get back into the gym. But yeah, just again, always think on them. Don't kill yourself. Just nice and kind of easy one.